The effect music has on plant growth. What genre of music helps Lepidum, Cetaceum, garden cress grow the tallest? Literature review. According to UCSB Science Line articles from University Partnership of 2007, this online database states that sound waves and pulse waves are sounds of lower and higher pitches dependent on atmosphere. University says that small fixations on the atmosphere can affect the plant growth and the altitude. The university experiments determined the plant have little to no deception of different noises to music. In the end, authors had discovered that there would be a different deception of the music and air fluctuation. According to Encyclopedia World Book professor Hugh C. Price, cress plants are a part of mustard family. Professor Hughes says that garden cress, as we might know, it is also known as the watercress. This plant is dependent on water. According to Professor Hughes, this plant is known in among very many countries. It is a vegetable in Sweden, and it is scientific name of Barbaria vulgaris. This text states that cress is used for side dishes, and it does not have much food value. According to the scientific journal by Brittany Oxford, from pistils, plants and humans are very much alike. According to Miss Oxford, the plants enjoy music almost as much as we do. The topic of plant growth has been in the scientific community for quite a long time. Pistils have been doing research on the topic and have found that music does in fact affect plant growth. And this research shows that the plants hear or feel music by sound waves, which simulate the plant cells. According to the scientific journal by Maria H. Dyer, Dyer's research shows that plant grow 20% higher height and weight than the other plants when exposed to music. Also, her research from Colorado states that rock music has quickly died in weeks, while classical music thrived. To sum up her knowledge, many researchers, just like her, have found outstanding and surprising results from different point of views. Experimental information hypothesis. If the different types of music affect the height of plant growth, then classical jazz would grow the highest because the sound waves and vibrations are soothing to plants. Variables. Independent variable. The different types of music, song/genre. Dependent variable. The garden cress plant, milliliters. Constant. Sunlight, the same song for each genre. Water, space, time. Music was played. Pot, seeds, soil, and measurements. Control group, no music. Materials. Organic garden cress seeds, measuring cup, milliliters to ounces. Organic garden soil, 9 of the exact same pots. Wind sill, water, sunlight, and ruler. Procedures. Step 1. Take 4 pots and label the name for each. For example, rock, classical, rap, and control, no music. Step 2. Get measuring cup in ounces to milliliters. Measure out 600 milliliters of organic gardening soil. Step 3. Take 16 seeds of the garden cress packet. Place the seed in the pot 16 milliliters apart. Step 4. Push the seeds down about 16 milliliters. Step 5. Take your measuring cup and pour 100 milliliters of water into the measuring cup. Then you will repeat for each plant. Step 6. Place pots in close proximity to each other, preferably the same window. Step 7. Every morning you will play the same song on repeat for a different genre of music. For instance, the rock plant, you will play the same song for 2 hours in a different space. Then place the rock plant back, and so on. Step 8. You will need to repeat this for 4 days. Data table and graph. What plants grow the highest? Data analysis. The data shows the no music cress plant constants grew the highest. Trial 1, 87 milliliters tall. Trial 2, 90 milliliters tall. Trial 3, 89 milliliters tall. The average height is 89 milliliters tall. All these genres of music were close in the growth over the trials. The rap and rock were close second, but the classical jazz was last. The results are surprising. These results do, however, grow. to the closest maximum height that our regular plant would grow outside. Conclusion. In the end of each experiment, I measured with a ruler of each of my plant's height, then find the average. I chose this experiment because I wanted to know if music affected plant life and its growth. My results were unbelievable. All of the research that I conducted was talking about how some soothing music helps plants' growth the best. But according to my experiments, it is not correct. My hypothesis is incorrect. I believe that the sound and frequency of classic jazz would help the plant grow the highest. According to my data collected, I am now uncertain of my experiment. My errors in this project, I picked a non-helpful song. In this experiment, I learned that the internet, you might not always trust what you read on the internet. Not only, but when conducting an experiment, you must proceed with precaution. When someone does this project, I wish to ask them if they got like results as I have. Lastly, what was the height of your plants? And if so, you might have any advice for me.